If I had to pick a game all my friends are completely obsessed with, so enamored with, that they would not shut the fuck up about it, a game that ruined every other game because nothing else gets close, apparently, to that experience, it would have to be, without a doubt, Doki Doki Literature Club. But a really close second would be Hollow Knight. For years, I've watched them praise it relentlessly, get tattoos of characters from the game, and watch every gaming event like this.
You are here to show us some Hollow Knight Silksong.
Absolutely. So Hollow Knight was one of my favorite games of last year, and this is the sequel.
What can we say so far about release plans for this?
So Hollow Knight Silksong is coming soon.
And it's not just them, I mean, the entire fanbase is insane. After dissecting every inch of the game, they still craved more, so they added new content, gave the game full voice acting, and for a while even convinced themselves the sequel had already dropped. So yeah, these are not well-calibrated human beings. And then there's me. I never played it, it just never really called to me, I guess, and yet, thanks to my friends, it always felt inevitable. Like I couldn't escape it. So now that we finally have a somewhat of a release date for the sequel, I think it's time to experience it. Surely it can't be that good, right? It's gotta be at least a little bit overrated. Okay, I get it now. So yeah, this isn't a review, it's not a guide, this is simply what it was like for me, playing Hollow Knight for the very first time. But before all that, let me explain the ground rules. I truly have never played it and know basically nothing about the game. Basically nothing. Of course, over the years, I've caught glimpses. It was impossible not to. And there's one specific spoiler I couldn't avoid. And I know there's a true ending. And yes, we're gonna aim for that. The catch is that I don't know exactly what it is. And more importantly, I have no idea how to get it. So, I made a rule for myself. No matter what, I won't ask for help. No guide, no wiki, no nothing. I'll figure it out on my own, completely blind, or so help me God. To my surprise, the game doesn't rush to impress you. The beginning is simple, almost comic. Just two buttons, attack and jump. It eases you into its core mechanics so smoothly that you almost start to feel cocky. I was just floating through the map thinking,
is this it? If that's the whole game, you'd have to be a real moron to struggle with this.
And there went my hitless run. Exploration is clearly key here. The game cleverly teaches you that being thorough and paying attention is truly worth it. Like in the tutorial, the ground crumbles, you spot a tunnel, and you go there, boom, free money. Or maybe you can find a hidden path if you go to the dark, and get a charm for it. Sometimes you can even break walls. This eventually makes you paranoid, you know, smacking every suspicious crack just in case there's something behind it. The game constantly hints that everything might be important later. I kept going, found some guy crying in a corner, ran into this big dude that I couldn't even hit, and then I met the sweetest sound you're gonna hear in this entire game, Cornifer. This guy sells maps, and I love him for that.
Okay, what the fuck is this map?
Sure, they might not look impressive, but they do help, trust me. Yes, I kind of guessed that this horned figure in the middle of the map was probably a boss, so we're not going there yet. Kept exploring, saved some grubs, jumped around giant worms, I'm a beast, killed some crazy bugs, killed some pregnant bugs. Wait, what? Oh, there's someone there. Hello? Hello? Are you going to attack me? Hello?
Oh, bury my mother, pale and slight. Bury my father with his eyes shut tight. Bury my sister 2 by 2, and then when you're done, let's bury me too. Do you know that one? It's one of my favorites. So, what are you down here for? If you came to get frothy, just look around you. These mines are
god, she's so cute. I hope nothing happens to her. Like I said, the game doesn't rush. There's a lot of walking, really slow walking. I saved a guy that was, I don't know, infected with something in his eyes. And then I found his tech station, which is basically the game's fast travel. I used that to head back to the first town and buy some stuff. Specifically, map stuff. Come on, being able to update the map as I explored and actually see where I was on it, it's beautiful. After that, it felt like time to finally fight the first boss. I don't know, maybe I was just lucky, or maybe I'm just a beast, but it wasn't too much of a struggle. I mean, I took more hits from the Grandmother, which I'm not too proud to admit. But the thing is that it's really easy to tell his attacks, most of the time. So I defeated him. Or he defeated himself, if you prefer. Either way, with him dead, we got the city crest, and also the path open to this new guy who gave us our first spell. Recognize him? Exactly. Now we can finally move on to Green Path, a beautiful, vibrant area. If you ignore the tiny bugs bursting out of the ground, the exploding creatures, and the plants that ambush you like out of nowhere, and the fucking worst of them all, the mosquitoes. I hate the mosquitoes. So anyway, here's the first thing you do when you get to a new area. You hunt down for that sweet, sweet map music. That's non-negotiable. Check. Then I ran into Hornet. Yes, Suksong herself. From what I gathered, the game wanted me to follow her, so naturally I immediately got lost. I must have taken a wrong turn somewhere, I don't know, but I found this very scary looking guy that thank god he wasn't a boss, and he gave me the Hunter's Journal. Basically a list of all the creatures I've murdered. Cool. But this little detour made me realize something. The music in this game is gorgeous. It starts off so peaceful, so gentle. A soft, almost melancholic melody drifting in the background. It's warm, comforting. And then a fucking mosquito dive bombs you. A bush attacks out of nowhere. Giant plants try to eat you. You're getting exploded left and right. Suddenly, you're dueling some guy. Then you're saving someone else from a giant fly, not knowing that later you're gonna get absolutely fucked by his very own boss fight. And somehow, it all feels amazing. I'm really starting to get it now. And I mean, I still only have 2-3 buttons to press, so, you know, a man can only dream. But moving on, I finally made it to Hornet, and it's a boss fight. It's funny, watching it now, her attacks feels like this. But the first time I fought her? This shit was not easy, man. I could never tell what she was going to do next, especially the Adira? That was fucking impossible. And come on, just look at this fucking moron is stopping to heal. Like, dude, here is this where you choose to fucking heal? What do you think's gonna happen then? I almost died a few times, but thankfully the devs added these little staggered windows, so I could sneak in a heal and preserve a tiny shred of dignity by not dying. So I beat her, and as a reward, the dash ability. Finally, I can move fucking faster now. This changes everything. Not really, but you know, I can go places now. I found a charm, fought this giant bush thing. Then I stumbled into this cool little area where I met Quirrell. All you need to know for now is that he's the coolest character in the game. But moving on, I kept exploring and found a new area. The Fog Canyon. I fucking hated it. Exploding jellyfish? Really? What the fuck is this? Electric things. Acid. And worst of all, Cornifer was locked behind this black magic barrier. Yeah, it was pretty clear that I wasn't welcome here yet, so I just got the hell out. Then I found this, banker bug called Millibelle, and she offered to open an account for me if I paid her some geo. Sure, on paper it sounded like a smart idea. Stash some geo away from later, just in case? Yes. But the thought of walking all the way back here past the fucking exploding jellyfish, nah. Plus, something about her gave me, I don't know, she's definitely going to disappear with my money. So I just left her 200 gil, you know, just to see how it goes. And then it kept going. Saw Quirrell again. Hi, Quirrell. And next we have the fungal wastes, an area packed with fire-breathing balloons, bouncy mushrooms, and more explosions. Why? Anyway, I got my map from Cornifer, was bombed to death to get something that wasn't worth it. A few times I got ambushed by these two chunky boys, was rewarded with a charm notch, which allows me to equip more charms, that's good. Then I ran into this crack addict bug. Seriously, just look at him. He offered me to show something very special for some geo. And of course I said yes. I mean, look at him. At least he looks more trustworthy than the banker. It turns out that he sells charms. But there's a catch. They break when you die. Which is going to be a problem, yes. As I went deeper and deeper into this place, I saw Hornet again. But this time, she darted across a acid pool. So, you know, maybe not following her this time. I had to pick another path and stumbled into these mantises. Oh, I missed the exploding mushrooms. I managed to crawl my way around those things and got into their village, and then I found the mantis claw, which now lets me wall jump. I needed this. So yeah, you get it. Now we can get places again. I could now unlock a door that opened the path to the Mantis Lords, and the game actually gives you the option to challenge them. So yeah, it's time to show them who's the boss. It's them. They're the bosses. Yeah, I got my ass kicked, but on the way back I saved another bug from the eye infection, so it's fine. All for the greater good, I guess. Ran into Quirrell again, and he mentioned there's a city nearby with a nailsmith who could, you know, upgrade my weapon. And hey, that's where Hornet was headed too, so after some high-level parkour and a shortcut I never used again, I made it to the gate. To open it, I used the thing from, you know, the guy back there. Anyway, let me introduce you to the most fucking annoying enemy so far. Look, it's a little flying motherfucker. Seriously, what is with this game's sudden obsession with explosions? This area is also home to these bulky guards bugs. Yeah, I definitely need a nail upgrade. But visually, this city, the constant rain, it's gorgeous. Even Quirrell was just there enjoying the view. So I took the elevator down, saw a nail-shaped sign, and finally found the guy. Boom! Now I can one-shot flies. We are moving up in the world. Then Hornet showed up in a cutscene, dramatic as always, and I learned something wild. So apparently, I'm not the Hollow Knight. That guy is. Yeah, this guy is going to be the final boss, isn't he? So is that the twist? Old hero is actually evil, it must be defeated. Is that it? But right now, that doesn't matter, because I don't have a map. So, you know, Cornifer, where are you? I started to look for him. Minus attack. What? Nice, I guess. Oh my god, what a piece of... Eventually, I tracked down a clue to where Cornifer was. Some bugs tried to stop me, but nothing comes between me and my map. And then I found him. Now that I could finally see where I was going, I explored like a civilized human being, which led me to the Soul Sanctum, and I immediately regretted it. Those teleporting mage bastards, goo monsters coming out of the floor. A fucking ninja bug jumped me. This place sucked. As I climbed, the music started getting tense, like you're about to die in a very scripted and dramatic way kinda tense. It gave me anxiety. Mage after mage, goo after goo, I fought my way up, and then everything went silent. That's never a good sign. That's going to be a boss, isn't it? Yeah, that was a boss. This guy dive bombed me so fast I barely had any time to process what was going on. And when I just thought I started to figure him out, he baits you. What the fuck? Yeah, this boss was very fucking good. But to be honest, his other attacks weren't that bad, and the game gives you just enough breathing room to heal, so I managed to beat him. Presentation-wise, 10 out of 10. Difficulty-wise, I don't know, solid 5. Yep, second phase, and I just fucking shit my pants here. Dude! Come on, man. Come on. No. What is this music? Finally. And when he finally died, for real, we got another spell. Fun fact, I don't think I used that spell a single time in actual combat. Like, not once. Anyway, the gate was closed, so I had to find another way to leave the city. And eventually, I found a stag station. So I went back to Dirtmouth and bought a lantern, because I remembered there was this black area in the crossroads that I couldn't explore before. So now I could. Plus, now that I had this dive ability, I figured I could finally break those crumbling floors. Turns out, both paths leads to the same place. So yeah, I basically dropped 1800 geo on a flashlight I didn't need. But hey, I'm sure it'll come handy later. Please come in handy later. Hey, Myla.
Oh, hello again. Are you still running about? Why not join me down here?
I'd love to, but I...
There's enough for both of us. Or if you don't feel like digging, you can just sit and sing with me. Oh, bury the knight with the broken nail. Bury the priest? Something about a crown. I can't remember the rest of that one. Maybe I'll just hum it.
That is doing good. Welcome to Crystal Peak. A hellish combo of laser bugs, crazy miner bugs, and enough platforming to qualify for the Insect Olympics. Oh look, another rotten egg. Cool. And then, of course, I fell down a hole. Because why wouldn't I immediately jump into the first bottomless abyss I found? Turns out that little tumble landed me in the resting grounds, which it's actually super important. This is where you get the dream nail. And with it, the game finally tells you what your mission is. So there are 3 dreamers around the map, and your job is to, Another cool thing about the Dream Nail is that now I can find these ghosts around the map, and guess what? Some of them are optional boss fights, and if you beat them, you earn Dream Nail points, and with them, you can get stuff from the Moth Lady. So, back to the Crystal Peak now. Yeah, I need a map. Thankfully, Cornifer wasn't too hard to find this time. Then I found a bench. Great, except someone was already sitting on it. And when I tried to sit down, the guy attacked me out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. Really easy fight, like, embarrassingly easy. Quirrell was hanging around there too, just, relaxing again. But I had places to be, so, more lasers, more parkour. Not that I mind the parkour, as long as this is as hard as it gets, I'll be fine. The real goal of this area was to get the Crystal Heart, arguably the coolest looking ability in the game. It lets you super dash across the map like a glowing bug-shaped bullet. Now we can actually get places again, because, that's the game in a nutshell. You get the thing to go to the place, to get another thing that lets you go to a different place to get a different thing, and you eventually end up getting all the rancid eggs in the world. Seriously, what are these eggs for? I also find the upgraded version for the spell that I never used. So, nice, I guess. Anyway, with my shiny new rocket powers, I went back to finish exploring the crossroads and also Green Path. I found another egg, which led me to meet Nail Master Shio, who taught me the Great Slash. And I also ran into No Ice, also known as, for fuck's sakes, just stop teleporting and just let me fucking hit you, the boss. Next on the menu, the Howling Cliffs. And listen, I just need to, share a moment with you guys here, kid that I'm really proud of. The game tries to ambush you with these 2 guys, remember those? And I just immediately recognized the trick. You get close to one and just fight one at a time. Just look at this flawless execution. It's peak gamer instincts. Yes, I know this is very basic, but the game's about to get real ugly from now on, okay? So just let me have this, alright? Thank you. Now, the Howling Cliffs, I don't really have a lot to say. It's probably the most boring area so far. But hey, I did fight this guy named Gorb, and I died. I also met Nail Master Mado, who taught me a new technique that I will absolutely never remember to use. So thanks, Mado. There, I also stumbled on this mysterious bug corpse, and when using the Dream Nail on it, a brazier appeared, and I hit it. We just activated the Green Troop DLC. Look at them, just hanging out in Dirtmouth now. I decided not to mess with them, for now at least. With that, I wrapped up exploring the fungal wastes and knew exactly what time it was. Yes, revenge time. It was finally time to face the Mantis Lords again. Alright, hear me out. This is the best boss fight in the entire game. The build-up, the pacing, the payoff. First, when you enter the Mantis village, the game sets the tone, you know? These bugs aren't infected. They're not mindless, they're warriors. So when you finally reach the Mantis Lords, it breaks the pattern from every boss. You don't just walk in and get locked into a fight. You have to step into the arena and challenge them. Then the fight begins, and it's not chaos. It's more like a dance. One lord steps forward, and it's like he's teaching you the choreography. So you learn it, you adapt, and you keep up with the rhythm. And then, it's two of them. And when you finally defeat them, they bow. They respect you now. The other Mantis, they also bow. And let me tell you something, my friend. No reward in this game goes harder than this. Wait, what if I use the dash here? Nah. Shit, this could have been very useful. And it just sucks that right after that high, we drop straight into the most garbage area in the game. Yeah, fucking deep nest. From having a majestic duel-like dance with amazing choreography to this. A dark, creepy hellhole where the music just dies the moment you step in. All you hear is the sound of things crawling out of the ground, from the ceiling. You kill a bug and a fucking spider crawls out of its corpse. Spikes everywhere, traps everywhere. You can barely see where you're going. Who the hell is that? I hate this place. And you know a place sucks when even Cornifer isn't humming anymore.
I have seen unspeakable things down there.
Giant worms traveling all over the place. Parkour on top of one of them. Even Zot the Mighty is getting clowned down here. And just when I thought I was getting the hang of it, like, okay, don't trust the floor, don't trust the ceiling, don't trust the corpses, don't trust the grubs. What the fuck is that? And you think, alright, I got it now. And then, this absolute bastard shows up. Another instag? Dude, how is this thing not dead? How is this thing not dead? These fuckers were a nightmare. A lot of health, a lot of damage. Come on. Yes, I was having so much fun. Little by little, I managed to crawl my way through this forsaken bug crypt and saw some really weird stuff on the way. Finally, I reached the place called Distant Village. And thank God, a stag station was close by. Okay, looks like I can enter here, but fuck that. I'm not going anywhere until I get my ass on the bench. Oh, come on. Then I found these guys. Sit and rest. We're friends. Sit and rest. Please sit and rest. What? Sit and rest? Yeah, I kinda don't wanna do that now. I have to do it, don't I? It was a trap. They locked me in another tunnel and I had to fight my way out. Which meant... yeah, more of those guys. But I developed a method. It's a work in progress. Basically, I'd hit them, run away, panic, hit again. Repeat. Sure, it's nothing fancy, but it got the job done. Oh, nice, another egg. I was worried I would find something useful that I could actually use, or at least sell. Eventually, I made it to the first Dreamer. Not gonna lie, I thought there'd be a boss fight or something, but no, you just walk up and kill them. Doesn't really feel right. So I went back to the crossroads and something was off. Everything was infected now. And of course, things explode. Yay! So I bought a few more charms, then hopped on a tram. It dropped me back in the resting grounds, got a pale ore from the moth lady, and also unlocked a new area with a bunch of ghosts. I did the first thing that came to mind. Yeah. Back to Deep Nest though, because there's another tram hidden there, and on the way... Whoa. Oh, what the... I hate this place so much. Let's just leave immediately. Then I found Quirrell again. Dude, whatever you do, don't fucking go to Distant Village, okay? Just trust me. The tram took me to a new zone, the ancient basin, and the first thing I heard, so I instantly knew this place was okay. So I got the map, found a creepy fountain that said, "A true servant gives all for the kingdom," basically telling me to dump all my money into it. And I thought, come on, it's a video game. There's no way I won't get something for it, right? No, I don't want to talk about it. This place felt different, more mysterious. I found a door with this message: "We shall enter that place no longer." Yeah, I couldn't go in. I found a bench that I couldn't pay for. Thank you, game. And then I found him, the broken vessel. It took me only 2 tries, and this victory nettled me the sweet, sweet rise of the Monarch Wings, the double jump. Ooh, I can fight him again. Yeah, I think it's a good time to introduce the dream bosses. So, remember when we got the dream nail and I said we could find spirits around the map that you could fight? Well, it turns out that some normal bosses also have a dream version, and you can challenge once you've defeated them normally. The thing is, they're slightly more difficult. No way. Dude! How does he know? What? How the fuck? Come on. What? Come on. No way. Yeah, clearly I was not ready to fight it yet, so I kept going. Now that I had a double jump, I had access to new paths, meaning yes, I could go to new places now. And it led me to the palace grounds. It looked like I could dream mail this guy's corpse, but nothing happened. I also found a stag station there, which I couldn't fucking afford. Never thought I'd be this broke again at this point of the game, and definitely didn't think I'd actually go crawling back to Myla to withdraw money, and to my surprise, she was still there. So, I guess I judged her too early. But then, I had an even better idea: sell my stuff to that collector guy in the city. Sold whatever I had, and finally got my nail upgrade. Then I noticed a path on the map going deeper into the city. Turns out, it led to the royal waterways. No idea how I missed this before. I found this scavenger bug named Tuck. She offered me to sell food and another message egg. That's exactly what I needed. Thanks. I don't even know what to say about this place. Just one disgusting enemy after another. Every now and then, sure enough, the game handed me another message egg. I still had no idea what the hell they were even for. Eventually found an exit that dropped me on the other side of the City of Tears. I kept heading toward the next dreamer. This area looked like the rich part of the town. Fancy buildings, posh bugs, elite guards. If you play this game, you know what's coming. And if you haven't, let me introduce you to the Watcher Knight, a required boss fight to beat the game, with a unique fight mechanic. And more importantly, one tough son of a bitch. Sorry, did I say one? My bad. Try 6. The first one by himself is not too bad. Sure, you might get hit like an idiot once or twice or 5 times, but it's manageable. The real problem is when they start tag teaming you. They'll bounce around like fucking Beyblades, and sometimes there's just nothing you can do. Like seriously, where the fuck am I supposed to go from here? I must have tried like 17 different charm setups to find one that worked. I'm not gonna lie though, the fight is actually kinda badass. Okay, let's try and fight them from the sides here. What a shitty idea, fuck! No, doing good, just keep it up. It's the last one, just don't die. No, please. Yes! After the fight, I climbed the tower and found the next dreamer, and that made 2 down. I explored a bit more of the city afterward, found a stack station, a golden bug, found a door that required a simple key. So I bought one, came back, opened it, and what did I find? Another egg. Nice. At the top, there was a place called the Pleasure House? Alright, now we're getting somewhere. Yeah, no, it was just someone singing. Not that I was expecting anything else. I mean... After all that, I figured it was time to get things right with a certain dream guy. Chill. Shit. Only 6 tries. Not bad. After that, I headed back to the Moth Lady, and she gave me the Dream Gate. Basically, it lets you set a portal anywhere on the map and teleport back to it whenever you want. I'm so happy right now. I went from being the slowest fucking bug in the planet to having a teleport ability.
Myla?
Bury my body, cover my shell, let me be in darkness, yet here I remain, I'll wait here forever, till I lose again.
Oh no. She's turning. Don't worry, Myla. I won't let anything happen to you. I promise.
Now that I had the double jump, I could finally finish exploring the fungal wastes.
Hello? Are you dead? Is he dead? Dude, I must have like 50 eggs. What are they for?
I'll admit it, I have no idea where to go next. I could see the third dreamer on the map, but finding the actual path to get there? No idea. So I gave up and just started exploring whatever corners of the map I hadn't touched yet. And that's how I stumbled into Kingdom's Edge. Cornifer was humming nearby, so as we established before, this means this area doesn't suck. The game tricked me. Kingdom's Edge might just be home to the most annoying ass garbage bugs in the whole game. Forget Deep Nest, I'm talking about this little shit, his other brother, and yes, the absolute worst, most infuriating bug in the entire game. This guy. This piece of shit has a fucking remote guided shotgun, and it's impossible to dodge his shots. I swear to God, dude, the amount of times I got fucked by this asshole. But I digress. I also met Nail Master Oro. He taught me a new technique. A technique I will absolutely never remember to use once again. But hey, hope he enjoys the 800 geo I gave him.
Are you kidding me?
So I kept exploring, against my will, and I came across something actually interesting. Yeah, maybe this place isn't entirely hopeless after all, because I just found the Colosseum of Fools. Forget everything I complained about. Kingdom's Edge just redeemed itself. Except for you I still hate. But man, what an amazing fun experience this place turned out to be. There's 3 levels of difficulty, and it fits this game so fucking well. Because, of course, the combat is fucking magnificent. I didn't know I needed this until I found it. It's pure survival. Wave after wave of enemies, some new, some very familiar, and some...
Oh my god, it's fucking Zolt. Yeah, that's right. Take this. Take this. That's right.
Yeah. The second level, I had a bit more trouble with that one. It introduced the Chernobyl version of the mosquitoes. Fun, as always, to deal with, as you can imagine. And of course, the game just had to remember its undying love for explosions. Thanks, really appreciate it. And the final boss for this second level, 2 balloon bugs that spam a bunch of projectiles. Somehow they're still less annoying than the fucking aspets. And then there's the third Colosseum. How do I explain this? If the difficulty gap between the first and second looks like this, then the gap from the second to third is... The game throws everything it's got at you. Mosquitoes, shotgun bugs, bomber bugs, giant worms, mantises, and that's just the warm-up. After that, it really begins. So Sanctum Mage start pulling up, that ninja guy out of nowhere, then some kind of mage that has abilities from a boss that I haven't even fought yet, then more mages, and when I thought I was finally doing it...
Oh my god, that was too close.
Yeah, I was not ready yet to deal with this.
What if I upgrade my nail again?
Yeah, no. Turns out I needed 2 Palors to upgrade for the second time now. And since I still had no idea what the hell I needed to do to actually progress in the game, there was only one thing left. Back to exploring. Last time I was in the sewers, I bailed way earlier than I should have. And sure enough, it didn't take long before I ran into the Dunk Defender. It was a fun little fight. Maybe I was just riding high off the Colosseum wind, because I didn't really feel the difficulty this time. Yep. That's me being good at the game? Jesus Christ, dude, get out of the corner. Okay, I can't watch this. Let's just skip to me beating him. There we go. After the fight, I activated some random lever, and no idea what it did, but I'm sure it did something. Moving on, I found an even more disgusting area I hadn't been to yet.
Yeah, what is this? Larvae?
And it led me to Flukemorm. Now, if this is considered a boss, then I'm a fucking speedrunner. No way I took damage from this guy. I must have been really tired at this point, guys.
Yeah, alright, that's enough Hollow Knight for the day.
So the next day, I kept going and found this new area.
Oh wow, another egg. I'll try to contain my excitement.
Eventually, I made it to Isma's Grove, where I got Isma's Tear, which makes you immune to acid. Honestly, I feel like I should have gotten this way earlier. The exit from the area dumped me back into the city again, so I figured I'd take the chance to fight another dream boss. Well, sometimes things just don't go your way, I guess. What can you do? The thing is that he's way faster now. His moves didn't feel as telegraphed, and yes, I was still falling for the fake dive every time. But overall, it felt totally doable. I was just being dumb, taking damage from the same attacks again and again. So once I got my bearings, it was pretty simple to defeat him. The next one on the list, since I still had no fucking clue how to progress the story, was the failed champion. It took me a while to even find the damn entrance, and I'm not gonna lie, I felt kinda bad seeing these two bugs mourning the one I killed. But in all fairness, I was attacked first, this time. Now hear me out about this boss. This guy, he's the first boss in the game. His fight was laughably easy, so please tell me, whose idea was it to make his dream version an unholy combination of dread, despair, sadness, and straight up terror? Dude, I got humiliated here. I felt like a fucking kid playing video games for the first time. He deals double damage, he never stops moving, and worst of all, you don't get soul from hitting him. So, no spells, no healing? Like, it escalated way too fast. A few hours ago, I was just celebrating that I managed to kill 2 of those Elderbug guys at once. Now I'm sad. I'm feeling guilty for killing the 2 morning guys in a moment of rage, and to top it all off, I only later realized you can use the Dream Nail to get soul. This game was not just beating me, it was teaching me humility. But you know what? I refused to learn that lesson. God damn it, I'm going to beat this dude. If not by skill, then by sheer fucking will. But I'm not walking away without a win. And I did it. I finally fucking did it. 37 tries, and that pathetic failed champion was done. I get it now, guys. This game is awesome. The feeling of finally beating this piece of shit boss. I feel like I can do anything now. I'm the man. Okay, maybe we're not quite so ready for that yet. So at this point, I still had to figure out what I'm supposed to do. And Kingdom's Edge felt like it still had something to offer. And sure enough, I am very, very dumb. This whole time, there was a bit of the map I hadn't explored yet. And there she was. Hornet challenged me again to fight her. It wasn't the cleanest fight, but I think I was just too strong to fail here. Defeating her got me access to the King's Brand, and now, finally, just like that, I knew exactly where I needed to go. Sealed off from the rest of the world with the King's Brand was the Abyss, a dark, sinister place filled with millions of skeletons that looked eerily similar to me. Shadows from the dark tried to grab you, dozens of shades, just like the one that appears when we die. From what it looked like, there was a pond I needed to cross, but the shadows wouldn't allow it, so I climbed my way to what seemed like a lighthouse and lit it. The light allowed me to cross the pond, and on the other side there was a statue holding a bowl. A bowl that had black liquid coming out of it, so naturally I jumped right into it. And it gave me the Shade Cloak. Dude, now I have a dash that makes me not take damage. Let's go! And also, I can finally go through these black gates. So, I fought another ghost.
Why does it have to always be so fucking close?
It also occurred to me that maybe I needed to put a certain amount of money into that scam fountain from earlier. So I tried again.
Please don't fuck with me this time, please.
Thank God I was right. Back with the Moth Lady, I could get another reward from my dream points, and I got the Awoken dream nail. But you know what? There's one and only one thing that's been on my mind ever since I got the Shade Cloak. Something the game had no right to take from me. My map.
Look at that. I found the last dreamer, finally. Hey, Quirrell.
So this last dreamer was inside a very curious place, the teacher's archive, full of all of our favorite things inside. Yay. And then I found Wumu? Whatever. The giant jellyfish. The catch, you cannot hit it. So I'm basically stuck in a giant thunderdome, just me and this invulnerable pulsating blob.
So, how the hell am I supposed to defeat this? Okay, I got it. So, what do I do? Hey, dude. Oh, so he has to use his thing. Oh, no. Dude, don't die! Okay, he's fine. This still doesn't feel like the right thing to do.
Next, I found my way to the Queen's Gardens. Got another spell, another egg, and
Oh, love key?
So what I can say about this place is it has a lot of thorns and very inconveniently placed platforms around them. But it is a very gorgeous area, that I can deny. I stumbled upon another spirit boss fight, and can someone explain to me why the silliest boss was the toughest? Dude, the guy becomes a fucking ball. That's it. Why did I struggle so much to fight it?
No way I'm gonna lose with this beach ball. I died to the beach ball. No.
My stag friend told me he'd finally found the long-lost stag nest. Yes, he talks. I think I forgot to mention that. But it's just very depressing. A bunch of bodies of dead stags. There's a broken egg, so maybe that means there's hope. I don't know. But his name changes from the last stag to old stag. So I don't know. Maybe there's more, but who knows. Back to the gardens. A much more painful parkour later, I reached this guy. Yep, he looks like one of the Mantis Lords. Except, there's no elegant duel this time. I got absolutely fucking massacred. And the worst part, every time I died, I had to do all the parkour again, which meant I showed up to the fight already hurt. And I know what you might be thinking. What about the Dream Gate? Why not use it? And that's a good idea, actually. Why didn't I think of this shit? Yeah. Did it take me an embarrassing number of attempts to think of it? Yeah. Did it make me play better? Not even a little. This guy humiliated me more times than I'd like to show here, but we've already established this game is about resilience. So what if you suck ass? Just do it again. Slam your head into the fight until something gives. Yeah, I'm not too proud of this, but it is what it is. So after beating the Traitor Lord with my face, I stumbled into this calm little area. It felt genuinely peaceful there. A big contrast to the scream-filled chaos I just gone through, that's for sure. Right at the entrance, there was the pale white body of a bug that seemed to have died while guarding something. It felt important somehow. And inside, I found the white lady. She was just sitting there, and I'm guessing she's the queen, as in Queen's Gardens. I know I already met the gardens. She didn't move, but she started talking immediately. Something about me being awaited, or at least one like me. Then she started rambling about a gift she'd been holding on to. Half of a whole, and that great power is granted when united. And apparently, I'm gonna need that power on the path ahead. Obviously, I had no clue where the other half of this charm was. So I decided to look at whatever else I had for now. I did find that love key, but of course, I had no idea what to do with it, so I had to look around.
And there it was.
The Tower of Love. Well, the game already established that some places aren't as exciting as their names. If anything, this tower was creepy as hell. Bugs were trapped inside a suspiciously familiar glass, dead and alive. Something was deeply wrong here. Then he appeared. This absolutely bizarre creature just kept jumping and flailing around like a maniac, while a flurry of trapped bugs dropped from above. I can't say his fight was hard, but the shock of this weirdo just appearing out of nowhere was kind of unsettling. Killing him though, that felt right. This bastard was the one imprisoning all the little grubs. I honestly don't even want to know his lore. All I needed to know was that after I took him down, I got his map, and it showed me the location of every single grub I'd missed so far. That's huge. And since I'm still stumped on how to get the other half of the Kingso charm, I might as well, spend some time grub hunting. Looking at the map, I actually missed a lot of grubs, and I really thought I was being thorough with my exploration. Anyway, I stumbled upon an entirely new hidden section, the Hive. Obviously, home to the bees. I have to say, finding a new area this late to the game that still feels fresh is so awesome. However, that's not to say that this was easy. These fat-ass bees that bumble around were genuinely tough to deal with, and these drilling ones, I'll abstain from saying anything about them.
Leave me alone!
Yeah, there was a boss at the Hive Night, and yes, I killed him first try, as has become expected by now. I'm just surprised at how many bosses I've taken down with just one hit point left. Always very, very close. But anyway, I did all I had to do there. So yeah, my search for the grubs took me all over the place. And unfortunately, one of those places was Deep Nest again. Do you remember that creepy little guy who looked exactly like me? Well, I didn't until now, but he showed up again. So naturally, I followed him, as it's the prudent thing to do. Always.
Why am I not surprised that this thing is in Deep Nest?
Thankfully, I was way stronger than I was probably supposed to be in this encounter, so as terrifying as the presentation was, I killed the guy easily, and I got a payload, so it wasn't so bad. With the last of the grubs finally free, I went back to their father to get my rewards.
Hey, look at them, all happy. Thank you, thank you.
I sold all my stuff to that collector guy in the city and finally got the last upgrade from a nail, turning it into the pure nail. Really cool. However, after that, I found the nailsmith guy outside his hut, and once I talked with him, he said that his work in this lifetime is complete, and then he begged me to kill him with the blade he had forged.
What should I do? This is so fucked up. I'm so sorry, dude.
Yes, I was still clueless on what to do next. Then I remembered, what about the Grim Troop? As I said, I'd activated them way back and hadn't touched it since. From what I understood, I had to go through some kind of ritual with them. This involved going after scattered flames around the map, and I had to do that 3 times. It took a while, but I did it, and with the flames collected, it was time to talk to Grim again. And so the dance began. I gotta say, as far as being a cool boss fight, it's hard to beat this guy.
Oh yeah. Dude, come on, man. Finally.
After that, once again, we had to go after more flames around the map. Finally, I returned with the final flames. And yeah, the thing I realized when I dream nailed him was that Grim doesn't have a dream version. His is an... I don't even know where to begin. This guy, just bang boom, what's going on? Don't matter, you die. I couldn't just react to him. This time I had to actually learn his moves. And every single time I died, I had to dash all the way back to him and watch his dramatic intro again.
Oh, I love how it plays the intro every time. Yeah, that's never gonna get old for me.
It wasn't just hard, it felt overwhelming. It was like trying to fight a tornado. I died, and died again. After 24 brutal attempts, my head was pounding, my patience was gone. If I kept going to that, I knew I was just going to get incinerated again. This wasn't progress, so I did the only thing I could to keep my sanity. I gave up. For now, at least. I can't even say that I just needed to get stronger because this is it. I'm already as strong as I'm gonna get. What I really needed was to get better. I realized I was still missing mask shards, meaning I was 1 mask away from maximum health. You need 4 shards for each mask, and I still had 2 to find. I tracked 1 down in the crossroads of all places. All I had to do was get across some giant worms, easy enough, but the last one wasn't going to be so simple. To get the final mask shard, you need to do what's called the Delicate Flower quest. And yes, delicate is the key word here. So bear with me for a second, okay? First, you have to find this guy who gives you the quest. To do that, you have to find this obscure crack in the ceiling right on top of a specific chest inside this dark cave. And to find the dark cave, all you have to do is find this crack on this tomb here and the resting grounds. Are you still with me here? Good. So, once you've managed all that, you talk to the guy, and all that's left is to take the flower he gives you on foot without taking any damage all the way here to this middle of nowhere grave in the Queen's Garden. See? It's very simple. Anyway, me being the dumbass that I am, I didn't really pay attention to all that the guy said. So, on my first attempt, I tried using the Dream Gate. Yeah, on my second try, I get hit by this piece of fuck. On my third try, I was really careful. I took the time to kill every enemy in front of me with my steps and avoided every explosion. And apparently I also lied before because I actually did end up using the bridge at the city's gate, so it wasn't useless. Of course, you can imagine how I was during the Fog Canyon bit. I managed to get to the Queen's Gardens and very carefully parkoured my way into the entrance of the grave. All I needed to do was get across these thorns right here. So my fourth try, I did it all again, not taking any chances. Instead of getting the tram, I went through the Blue Lake, and my good friend Quirrell was there. He was sitting peacefully by the water's edge, gazing out at the lake. We just sat there for a bit. It was good, but I had to go and deliver the flowers, so...
I'll see you later, man.
As before, explosions, acid, and jellyfish. I managed to get to the grave's entrance again. All I had to do was get through these thorns. Not gonna lie, I was really nervous here.
Motherfucker!
On my fifth try, I didn't give a fuck anymore. I just darted across this annoying-ass map. And I swear to God, if I had failed again...
Okay, this is okay. Calm down. You can do this. Just 1, 2, 3... Oh my God, yes! Is that it? Don't say anything. Just give me the damn mask. Alright, now I think I can relax a little bit.
I went back to where Quirrell was to celebrate, and he wasn't there.
No. Quirrell?
He was gone. My good friend was just gone.
Hello there. How delightful to meet another traveler on these forgotten roads. I'm Quirrell. Again we meet, my short friend, here at last. I feel at peace. Hallow Nest is a vast and wondrous thing, but with as many wonders as it holds, I've seen none quite so intriguing as you. Ha! My flattery returns only silent stoicism. I like that. I like that very much. Incredible.
That's what I'm talking about, baby! Let's go!
With the Nightmare King defeated, I was on a rampage. I went up and finished my business at the Coliseum, and now I really couldn't wait anymore. I was hyped. I was so curious about the game's ultimate conclusion and still had zero idea how to get the true ending. I just had to fight the Hollow Knight, at least just to see what it was like. With the final seal broken, the Black Egg was opened. I walked inside. It was dark, silent. The air felt heavy, like something ancient and scary was all around. Corrupted roots pulsed around the entrance, leading to a huge, echoing room.
Alright, this is it.
The size of it, after all this time, was chilling. This was the heart of the infection, the source of everything I had fought so far. And there, at the center, bound by chains, was the Hollow Knight. This was the moment the game had built up to. This is it, the final guy, the villain. And he was no joke. He came at me with huge swings of his great nail that was bigger than mine. He was super strong, but clearly messed up, fighting against something. And then the unthinkable happened. He started to hurt himself.
What are you doing? What is he doing?
He'd pause his attacks on me, convulsing, and then widely slash himself with his own nail. It was very unsettling to watch. I died, so I went back and gave it my best, and again he started to hurt himself. Why was he attacking himself? Was the infection trying to get out? Or he was trying to get it out? I don't know. It was heartbreaking. I really didn't expect that. We dueled again and again, and he hurt himself one final time. I still didn't get it. Why? Okay, this wasn't it. That couldn't be it. Him killing himself? It didn't feel like a real win. I had to figure out how to get the second half of the Kingso and make the real ending happen. So, after a long-ass time, it hit me. This guy. What if I could dream nail him now? It was so long ago that I tried that, and it didn't work. I had completely forgotten about it, but I did get the awoken dream nail from the moth lady. I was so clueless about that I passed this guy dozens of times, and it never occurred to me to try it again. It worked. And it took me to the White Palace. A glimpse of the old lost splendor of this kingdom. It was pristine, glowing, beautiful place, where everything was polished, intricate, and perfect. That is, of course, until they came. From here, the game becomes a full-blown platformer. Every jump felt like it had to be precise, every dash timed to the split second. It was a relentless test of dexterity, patience, and skill. And you know what? I loved it. Yeah, that's right, motherfuckers. I knew about the existence of this so-called path of pain, and you know what? I enjoyed going through this. It was fun. If anything, I was disappointed at how short it was when I finally reached the end. Just hang on just a second there. Wait, what? What are you talking about? What do you mean this is not the path of pain? Yeah, that wasn't the path of pain. So what? I mean, come on. How the fuck was I supposed to know about this hidden tiny-ass entrance right at the end? Like, what? Seriously? Now, since I know that you bunch of sadists are gonna talk trash about me not doing the real path of pain, I decided to add this insertion. But here's the thing, this I did after finishing the game. I only found out about the actual entrance much later. I had to look it up, so don't freak out about the health bar that's gonna appear at the end, because I was already replaying the game with mods and all that good stuff, okay? Just so we are clear. So, Path of Pain, huh? How much more fucked up could it be compared to the White Palace? Well, yes. I don't think I've ever seen such an appropriately named level before. Compared to the White Palace, this was a whole other fucking universe of torture. It is so fucked up, in fact, that the developers had to put in infinite soul checkpoints, because they knew otherwise people wouldn't be able to finish it. I think they might have been worried about the sanity of the players otherwise.
No.
But I wasn't lying before. I actually did enjoy myself in the White Palace, and playing a masterpiece like this is something I'm not going to forget soon. Each section was harder than the previous one, and conquering each challenge felt amazing. The rush of adrenaline, the pure rage of thinking you're doing well, and then screwing it up right after that. It's wild. Coming up with the right moves to get through was really fun, and it's crazy because this game just keeps on giving. It took a while, but I crawled my way up to what I thought was just another section. I didn't know it was the last yet, but this final part, man, it totally fucked me up. It was a test of perfect timing and nerves. Needless to say, it took a while. Then, when I thought I had it done, and I was so happy, yeah, it was devastating. But you know what? I'd come too far, I proved I could do it. And I wasn't gonna let those two sneaky-ass guards get the best of me. So I took a deep breath, and I did it again. I was boiling with rage, the image of those two motherfuckers engraved in my mind. I glided through it the whole fucking way. Nothing could stop me now. And just like that...
That's right! Fuck you, you piece
And just like that, I had conquered the path of pain. Happy now? Good. Now let's go back to where we were. When I finally reached the end, all I found was a dark throne room, and sitting on the throne, silent and still, was the Pale King's body. And there, finally, I found the second half of the King's Soul. And the description of it simply said, opens the way to a birthplace. Now, what the fuck is this birthplace? Maybe in Dirtmouth they could give me some clue. I ended up finding a hatch inside one of the tents. No, it wasn't the birthplace. It was a fucking statue of Zod.
What the fuck?
Obviously, I just had to dream nail it to see what that was all about. It was a fucking boss fight, and I got my ass kicked by fucking Zod. There's really not much to say about it. Even here in the dream realm, Zod is really annoying. Not necessarily hard, but infuriating. He just flops around, does some stupid moves. It was the absolute last thing I expected to find. But I defeated him a few times. But then I realized, what the fuck do I care? I was supposed to be looking for the birthplace. The Hollow Knight is playing tricks to solve me. I can't let him do that. So I went back to the good and old exploring. I got my reward for getting all the charms in the game.
I guess.
And the ability to regenerate soul when sitting on a bench, which is okay too, I guess. And I also found something strange, a sarcophagus in the middle of a junkyard in the royal waterways. It required a simple key, which I got from someone. Inside, there was a creature I could use the dream nail on. And then I saw Godhome, the place that hosts the 5 infamous Pantheons. Places designed for one and only one purpose, to humble the player. And yeah, to get 112% in the game, I needed to go through at least 4 of them. But the first 2 Pantheons, they were really not a problem. If anything, they served more as a warm-up. It was a lot of fun to face all of those initial bosses again, some of which even killed me back then. Now, way stronger and better at the game, it was a breeze. Each Pantheon's last boss is an exclusive one, and the first Pantheon's boss was the 2 Nailmaster brothers. And now that I've kicked their asses, I felt even more scammed by the one who charged me 800 gil for that one useless attack that I never used. The second Pantheon was also pretty standard. As long as I played with my monitor turned on, it was really doable. Yeah, I should probably turn my monitor on now. The last boss for that one, of course, the third Nailmaster, my favorite one by far. He might not be the most difficult boss, but damn, he has the best looking attacks. Now, with half the Pantheons done, I thought, alright, we're doing good. So let's talk about the Rio Pantheons now. Pantheon of the Sage was where things truly blew up in my face. On my first attempt, I was doing fine. The first few bosses were nothing scary, I was confident, then this piece of shit came, the God Tamer. And I got absolutely demolished. No matter what, I just could not figure out how to fight this thing. I did defeat it, but at what cost? Now every Pantheon has an interlude, where you can recharge your health and soul to keep going, and I was really hoping that it came next. It didn't.
Yeah, this is not happening. Okay, only halfway to go now.
But the damage was done. The confidence I walked in with, shredded. Then came the Grey Prince Zod fight. Now, fun fact about this fight that I later discovered. If you don't save Zod back in Greenpath and Deep Nest, he dies. Meaning, no boss fight here. I know, some consider this a little bit of cheating, but I consider it the only way I'm replaying this game ever again. He's just so annoying and kicked my ass more times than I'm willing to admit. And when I finally got past him, I got killed by fucking Wumu. After that, it was just a matter of defeating Hornet again, which should be really easy.
Yeah, whatever the fuck is in the next room, it better be really easy.
It wasn't. So here's the problem I was facing. I was getting beaten so bad by the time I even reached him that when I finally did, I had no health to even learn how to fight him. My runs were ending in pathetic splats, not even enough time to react. I had no choice. I had to practice. I drilled Sly in the Hall of Gods until I could consistently beat him. I was not stopping until I felt absolutely confident that I would defeat him every single time. Once I had it, it was a matter of not fumbling on the way to him. And then it finally happened. Finally, I could breathe. For about 5 seconds. It's like the game grouped every single boss that absolutely destroyed me until now in a single brutal attempt. I fought my way through all the traumas and the difficulties again and again, and then I finally did it. I finally got through them all.
Where's this music coming from? It's never easy, is it?
There he was. The final boss, the absolute speak of this god-forsaken place, the ultimate gatekeeper. Not just another boss, this was the Hollow Knight in its most pure, most powerful, most devastating prime. What it was meant to be. The pure vessel. And now, my final obstacle. Now, forget about anything else I said that was hard in this game. I was a baby back then. I didn't know better. This guy sent me back to level 1. I couldn't fight him. I could barely survive. His attacks, his speed, his sheer strength, it was all overwhelming. I spent hours uselessly trying to get better at fighting, but I just got nowhere. It was absolutely brutal.
I don't think I can do it. He wins.
It broke me. I was embraced by the void. I just didn't think I had it in me. But in that darkness, I remembered the friends I made along the way. And from a distance, I heard the sound that helped me every single time to find my way back.
So strong. You could do it. If you had the will.
Though you may fall, your will shall carry you forward.
Why do you hesitate? This must be done. Be brave, friend.
They were right. This game isn't about doing things the first time, it's about doing them, regardless of how many times you have to try. Every single thing it has thrown at me, I persevered. I tried again and again and again, until I had done it. And this wasn't going to be any different. Hey, it's me from the future. I know that you might be wondering, now that I defeated Pantheon 4, the normal game ending by comparison is gonna be way too easy. And yes, you'd be right. But don't worry, the me from the past has not yet defeated Pantheon 4. I just decided to tell it now for the sake of, well, epicness. The me from the past has just gotten his ass kicked by the third Pantheon and has given up for now and decided to go look for the birthplace once and for all. So I went back to the good and old exploring. Since I still don't know where to find this birthplace, I also used this time to go after missing entries in the Hunter's Journal. And check this out. I needed to get the Void Tendrils entry. And dude, to get that, I had to go all the way back to the abyss, back where I bathed in that black water, and then this here. Do you see there's a light coming from the top? Was I supposed to guess that there's a path going up there to the entry? Really? Anyway, it was finally time to go back to the guy that gave me the journal in the first place, the Hunter. And I was so ready for it to be a badass boss fight. And then, nothing. It just gives you the Hunter's Mark, which does nothing. It's not required for the completion of the game, nor for 112%. I don't give a shit about the honor of being a true hunter. Honestly, if I had to choose one thing that sucks in this game, it's this. I wasted so much time to get this bullshit thing. It's not worth it at all. But thankfully, I can't say it was a complete waste, because one of the entries gave me the hint that I needed to find the birthplace. And trust me, I looked for it. I went to the Kingdom's Edge to see if it was there. I even tried the Stag Nest, because, you know, stags used to be born there, as in their birthplace. But the entry that finally tipped me off was the one called Sibling, which referred to those ghosts that I saw when I first went into the abyss. So I thought, alright, if they're my siblings, then they came from the same place as me. And then I went looking for it in the abyss, which, yes, it was kind of an obvious place, I know, and there it was. A hole in the ground. This place was a catacomb, a labyrinth made with the skulls of what I'm guessing are my siblings. So yeah, this is a place for sure. Then I found something. I think it's an egg. A black reflective egg, and on its surface, a clear reflection of me. So I dream nailed it.
No cost too great.
Dad? Why is everything dark? Okay, so I still have my stuff.
No mind to think.
Is the game talking about me?
No voice to cry suffering.
Okay, it's definitely not me.
Born of God and void.
Dude.
And that's when it all finally came to me.
So is that the twist? Old hero is actually evil, it must be defeated, is that it?
No mind to think. Born of God and void. No will to break. No voice to cry suffering. No cost too great.
He was never the villain, he was just a sacrifice. We all were, a pointless, expendable sacrifice to avoid something inevitable. It was time to finish this. I returned to the Black Egg Temple, and this time Hornet was waiting, ready to help. I knew I could beat the Hollow Knight again, I just didn't know what would happen now that I had the Void Heart. As we fought, he started to hurt himself, just like before. Then Hornet jumped in. She gave me the opening I needed to finish him. Or so I thought. I hit him, just like before, and pulled the Radiance into myself. Just like before. But now it was even worse, because she was stuck inside the Black Egg with me forever. This can't be the true ending. It just can't. This ending is kind of worse than the other one. What did I miss? I thought about it. There was nothing else to do. I mean, what did the Void Heart even solve? Honestly, I'd prefer the other ending. At least there, Hornet wasn't being screwed over too. Maybe I missed something. I thought about it. I didn't need Hornet before to defeat him, so her help couldn't be just so I could get a few more hits in. Until her arrival, everything was the same. And then she comes, and she opens his mask. I get it now. I was supposed to dream nail it. Oh yeah, this is the place. This was it. The Radiance, the cause of it all, and she was not going down so easily. It was euphoric. It felt epic, like I was doing a million things, dodging spikes, lasers, everything, while desperately trying to hit her. And so I did, again and again, and when it felt like I finally had her, of course, it wasn't going to be that simple. She kept fighting and fleeing up and up into the sky. I chased her, jump after jump, avoiding her attacks, and it was so fitting that at my absolute last breath, I hit her one last time. Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, wow, just wow. What a game. I totally see now why it's so beloved. Playing this game was a journey I'm not gonna forget so soon. It deserves every single drop of praise it ever gets. It's amazing. A masterpiece.
Oh shit, I almost forgot to check something out.
Oh, bury the knight with the broken nail. Bury the lady, lovely and pale. Bury the priest in his tattered gown. Then bury the beggar with a shining crown. Are you surprised? I remembered the second verse. Lots of time to think while I work down here. Maybe I can even come up with some songs of my own. This is hard work, but I don't mind. It's fun. And every once in a while, you could come to visit me. I'm glad. I'm glad you like the sound of my voice. We can sing something else if you like. You start singing and I'll join in. I bet you have a beautiful singing voice.
You know what? What the hell? Then bury that beggar with a shining crown.